You poke the bear long enough, the bear gonna poke back. Chantel.
Welcome to the Asia Esterak Hour, where film meets conspiracy and pop culture gets a reality check. From sharp recaps to sci-fi theories and media deep dives, Asia Esterak serves it unfiltered. Let the binge begin.
All right, welcome back to the Asia Esterak Hour. I'm Asia Esterak. Too much boob. All right, Basketball Wives, Season 12, Episode 11. Calling it Aloha Bitches. Aloha Bitches is right. Anyway, so we're, still in Hawaii. The ladies are all go to this outdoor type of event that Ming planned. So the big three plus Ty, they go off and do like doom buggy type stuff. And the other ladies do a little bit of horseback riding. It was good. They needed to blow off steam because, this entire trip has been a complete disaster. Completely. It's literally been the Chantel and Jackie Christie show. And I can't even say Jackie Christie. It's been the Chantel show. Chantel has manipulated and ran this shit from minute one. I'm so over her. And real talk, if she comes back next year, I say this a lot, but I mean this. If she does come back to the show next year, I don't think I'm going to be watching. I don't know if I can stomach her. Chantel is not digestible at all. She is not likable. Even if she didn't have an issue with her mama, I don't know if I would like her. Anyway, this episode was a trip and a half. So the ladies do their perspective activities. Everything's cool. The big three and Ty, they're all eating like snacks or lunch or whatever on some mountaintop. It was very beautiful. And of course, they're talking about the situation the night before. The other group of ladies, which is everybody else and Jackie, they're all by the beach, also talking about the night before. So with Chantel and them, Ty is talking about her issues with Ming. First of all, let me say something real quick. Ty is one of the realest people on this show. Please bring her. In fact, please bring her back. Bring everybody back except Chantel and Denise. Everybody else can come back. Even Evelyn's goofy, stupid, slow, not uneducated, goofy ass. I'm going to get to her in a minute. So Ty is talking about how she doesn't trust Ming. She's like, and I get it. She's like, we talked about having kids together. And then she pops up with this tattoo of this man. Totally understand it. I grew to really like Ming too. But Ming, you wrong. And they get her ass together. So Ty says, basically is like, you know how hard it is to talk to someone who won't take you seriously and won't listen to what you're saying and low-key gaslight you? I'm paraphrasing. And of course, Chantel's like, oh, Chantel, you just, every moment got to be about you. Every moment has to be about you, doesn't it? You're sickening. You're sickening. So with the group of other ladies, of course, they're talking to Jackie, making fun of her leaving. And they're like, you need to talk to her. And Jackie's like, I can't. She goes, the moment it goes left, I become the big bad wolf if I respond. So I'm not responding. What's crazy to me in this scene though is that it's like they're bullying. It's almost like a form of bullying. Maybe that's not the right word, but I don't know what other word to use. If the woman is saying she doesn't want to talk to her daughter in this hostile manner, she shouldn't. I mean, let's keep it real. Chantel's approach ain't the best approach. You get more flies with honey, baby. You over there doing the most. You think coming at your mom the way that you come at her is going to want her to have a productive conversation with you? And it's very obvious by both sit downs with your mom in this episode, you're not interested in resolve. You want to flay her and humiliate her because of how you were felt as a child. Understandably, but this is not the platform to do it. It's not. I'm sorry, Chantel, I'm not taking away whatever experience you had with your mom. But my problem is the way you're going about it, it's very inauthentic. And in the words of Nicki Minaj, it's giving clicks and payola. That's what it's giving. It's giving fame, clout whore. That's what it's giving. I just don't feel like you were really here to resolve anything. I think you wanted to fight. That's what I think. And it's pretty obvious because before they're on this excursion, before they go to their little outdoor excursion, they're in the vans on the way up, kind of rehashing everything that happened the night before I fell out. Ming said that Brittney looks like a pot of boiling hot water all the time, which is true. So in the big three plus Ty van, Chantel is talking about, this bitch actually said this. She was like, she's probably in the other van, wanting me to be upset and expecting it to be a certain way. She's casting how she feels onto her mom and making it her mother's feelings. Because in the other van, Jackie was like, I just want us to be peaceful and happy, and I don't want to argue. So the irony that Jackie, it's funny because shit's fucked up when Jackie Christie is the only one making sense. I'm sorry. Anyway, so back to the ladies on the beach. So they're talking to Jackie about her leaving, and you really need to talk to your daughter. And I'm like, how many are y'all? It's a broken record. She's not going to do it in that situation. So then Evelyn's goofy ass chimes in. You just keep deflecting. That just shows how dumb. Evelyn, not only do you have a no IQ, Evelyn, you got a low IQ and a low EQ. You don't have the ability to read shit. Everything that she was saying to Jackie was ridiculous, because it's like, Evelyn, if your daughter was coming at you the way Chantel was, would you sit there and fight with her to the point where y'all gonna go to blows, or you gonna get up and walk away? No, you're a dumbass. That's actually a dumb That's a stupid question for a stupid person, because you wouldn't do that because you're dumb. It's just so funny. So they start slinging the whole word at each other. And Evelyn, and again, Evelyn, why are you calling somebody a hoe? Your whole entire career has been predicated on what dick you're sitting on. Girl, shut up. Shut up. Anyway, she gets on my fucking nerves until she owns the fact that she's a racist ass colorist and she posted the monkey emojis because she's a racist ass bitch. I will never fucking like her. Evelyn Lozada could find the cure for fucking cancer, and I still wouldn't like that bitch. Anyway, she can't even find the cure for her own fucking bullshit. So anyway, I digress. Okay, so they're slinging back and forth. Evelyn calls her a hoe because the whole prostitution thing, which, okay. And Jackie's like, you're a super hoe. So Jackie's like, I'm out. Because Jackie already knows. It's funny. Jackie, did you do some healing? Because Jackie is walking out of situations where she gets ugly. Good for her. Don't ever change that. My cat's about to jump on the table and fuck it up. Come on, Harriet. Stop. So Jackie walks away, and they're like, you forgot your phone. So of course she comes back, and they were like, Doug's calling, and she's like, Brandy, stop playing with me. So of course they talk again, and Jackie's just like, so back with the group of the other ladies, of course they're like, are you going to talk to your mom, Chantel? We're going to have a conversation. Oh my God. Anyway, so they decide to sit down and have a conversation. Some other shit happens, but it's not important. So Chantel and Jackie attempt to have this first sit down. I don't know. It was outside somebody's hotel room. So Chantel is sitting down. Jackie comes up, and I think she was wearing leopard pajamas. It was funny. Hi, Shani, and she's just like, Chantel, you don't like your mama. So she's like, that's how you're coming? As soon as she sits down. Chantel, what's your mom supposed to do with that? What's she supposed to do with that? So Jackie's like, I sat down because I'm here to listen. I'm here to listen. I want you to talk. Chantel is going in on her. Jackie goes, here's the thing, Chantel, you want to have a combative argument. Everything is baiting with you. You want to bait your mom and argue with her. You want to fight your mom. You don't want to have a productive conversation. It has been painfully obvious for the past quite a few episodes. And in this moment, your mom is telling you, I'm here to listen to you, and you want to fucking argue with her. So Jackie goes, you know what? You're not ready. And she gets up, right? Because she's right. She's not ready. Jackie 3.0, Chantel, you are not in a place to receive from your mom. You're not there yet. And that's okay. You're still in an angry state, which makes me believe that this shit is fake, because if you really wanted to mend some shit with your mom, you wouldn't have done it on national TV in front of a fucking camera. You would have got with the therapist so y'all could sit down and really figure this shit out. Because here's the reality. Y'all need a mediator, because you talk over your mom, you don't give her a chance to speak, and then it's attack, attack, attack. So of course Jackie's like, you're not ready, I'm leaving. So she gets up to leave. She's walking towards the elevator. This bitch is talking about, oh, you're going to run? Just run, Jackie. That's why your husband's leaving you and your kids hate you. What? Chantel, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. Jackie, of course, is listening to this, and she's like, oh, wow. Chantel gets up and starts yelling and following Jackie. Jackie's like, I'm not doing this. Jackie, the elevator's taking forever to come up. So Jackie's like, where are the stairs? I'm not doing this. She's walking down the stairs. She's in the stairwell. Chantel follows her, yelling through the stairwell. At one point, she turns to the camera and I guess the crew, and she's like, are you guys seeing this? Yeah, we're seeing you chase your mama through a hotel yelling at her. That's what we see. And let me explain something, because I'm tired of fucking comments talking about, well, what about Jackie? We know Jackie is a fucking mess. We know that. But let's keep it real. We talking about her daughter. Her daughter ain't making herself look too good. And the reality is, real talk, Jackie, you fucking created this shit. You created that shit. Because your daughter gives off spoiled brat, entitled bullshit. You could tell she was raised with money because she acts like a fucking asshole. And what's crazy to me too is, Chantel, you're beefing with your older sister, Takari, in real life, because Takari even said a lot of the stuff that you're saying on the show is my pain and you're passing it off as your own. And I totally believe that, which makes sense because I can't emote. It's hard for me to empathize with Chantel because of her behavior. Period. So anyway, that ends. We go to the next scene. I don't remember what the ladies were doing. They of course mentioned, so they're talking about that. Brandy's talking about it. I can't even remember what the scene was because it's always somebody rehashing some shit. So we see Brittney Renner meets up with some Muslim women there in Hawaii to talk about her experience. This scene to me was ridiculous because to know that you're no longer Muslim and you're back to you're back to the same bullshit. This scene was for naught. It's painfully obvious that Brittney, you're on a serious healing journey. You need to really sit down and talk to somebody. This ain't it. And I'm not even Muslim, but it's like you're cosplaying a whole fucking faith, and it's ridiculous to watch. I'm glad you find clarity in that scene. It was very obvious she needed to hear from those women because she even said it like, you made my day feel better. Brittney Renner going through a lot. I don't know if doing reality TV is good for you because you clearly are going through a lot of shit. I like you, Brittney Renner, but I will drag you if you get out of line. The Muslim Islamic shit is wild for me because I think you did that, like Evelyn said, for your ex-boyfriend. But anyway, I digress. I genuinely wish Brittney Renner well, though. I really do. I didn't realize she was a social media influencer for 13 years. That's wild. No wonder she's all over the fucking place. Anyway, so we have a final dinner coming up. And it was funny. Jackie goes, another dinner. In between this, we learned that Ty gave back her ring that Ming gave to her. And I guess Ming had left her sunglasses in Ty's room. So at this final dinner, Brandy actually brings Ming her glasses along with the ring. So they're all kind of talking about it. Ty comes out later to sit down, and Brandy's like, oh, I feel sad. And Ty's like, no. Well, no, she can now give it to her dude so he can represent her the way she represents him. She's referring to the tattoo. So they kind of start talking about that. Here's what's crazy though. Ming, you playing dumb. And earlier I skipped this. When the ladies were down by the beach after their excursion with the horses, Brandy and Jennifer point out that Ming sends mixed signals to Ty. She does. It's very obvious these two women like each other. But I'm with Ty. If I'm a lesbian and we're fucking around, I'm not fucking with you if you're fucking dudes. I'm not. So I totally understood that. And it seems like Ming probably leans more towards men. That's probably more of what she prefers. You know what I mean? And I think that's kind of wild for her to plan out this whole life with Ty, but you over here and got a dude's tattoo. Basically, both of y'all are toxic and you probably shouldn't date each other. And real talk, Ty, don't ever let a chick play with you the way that Ming has. It's very obvious she's fucking playing with you. And I don't know if you played around with her. Maybe you did, and this is like some sort of retaliation. But it's silly. I actually like both of them a lot. But you could tell that Ty is hurt. Which sucks. That sucks for her. So anyway, the big three aren't at the dinner. They're upstairs listening to Chantel tell her bullshit. So in this scene, Chantel is going in about her mom yet again. And she talks about being raised. She briefly goes into her abuse. She talks about being raised in fear. She gives one example of her mom saying, you better clean up your room before your dad comes home and kicks you down the stairs. My mother said worse shit to me. I'm not discounting her abuse, but like the way you've been peddling this shit to us, to them and us, it's like your mom has just done the absolute worst. Whose parents haven't said some fucked up shit to them? Talking about I was raised in fear. It's hard for me to, and let me say this. I'm not discounting anybody who was raised by abusive parents. I feel like everybody's had to deal with some shit at some point. Some more than others. But after knowing your older sister Takari's story, your shit is falling flat for me. I'm sorry. It's falling flat. And what's crazy is in this scene, why in the hell was Brittney Renner more affected by the shit than you were, Chantel? Brittney Renner was fucked up crying. The shit is really triggering with her and her mom. Her mom must be a nightmare. But it's crazy how, Chantel, your actions are matching your words, baby. They're not matching it. Because your only emotion is, obviously there's hurt there because you're so angry. But it's like you're doing this with the information regarding Jackie. I just feel like you manipulated this group of ladies. I really think you did. I think you played this shit up and you came on this show to fucking drag your mom. And what's wild is it backfired because you ended up making yourself look fucking terrible on national TV. You look like a mess, girl. So anyway, eventually they all come down to dinner and they're talking about everything. Brittney Renner comes down. She comes down in this, weird ass energy, but she ends up apologizing to Brandy. She kind of owns it, kind of throws a little dig in there, but she does own it. She does talk about her faith a little bit. Brandy apologizes for questioning her faith because, Brittney was like, she didn't like that she was being questioned. Of course it was merited to be questioned because now we know what we know. So that gets resolved. They talked about some other shit. I don't even remember because it really don't matter. Let's get to the meat. So Chantel and Jackie have one more sit down. Jackie, I guess, told the producers to invite Chantel to her room. So Chantel, after dinner, goes to Jackie's room. They sit down and Jackie goes, I really want us to try to talk. Let's chat. Chantel is very relaxed now. Oh, I'm done talking now. Oh, you done talking now? You finally have the opportunity and you're done now? Oh no, I just came up here to tell you that I am not moving forward with you. I left everything out on that balcony. I'm here to tell you that I'm not moving forward with you. So Jackie Christie clocked in at this point. So Jackie's like, they're kind of going back and forth. And Jackie goes, I'm giving you the opportunity to clear your name. Chantel's like, excuse me, what? My name? So she starts going in on her. Jackie goes, you know what? Leave my hotel room. I'm done. Just leave. Just leave. This isn't going anywhere. So Chantel's like, fine. So Chantel is talking shit as she leaves, continuing to talk shit. And what's funny is, real quick, earlier in this episode, When they were arguing in that first sit down, I fell out because Jackie was like, oh my God, my daughter is exactly like me. So Jackie knows what she's dealing with. That's why it makes sense that she's like, I'm going to walk away or I'm going to tell her to leave my room. It makes total sense because Jackie knows what she's dealing with. And let's be real, Jackie, you created this shit. Jackie and Doug, y'all created that. Y'all created that. She 30-something years old. Y'all created that shit. Just saying. So anyway, they're talking shit to each other. You know, bye, you look nice, bye. So Chantel turns around, talking shit back. They're going back and forth. And Jackie's like, please leave my room. So Jackie gets up from the couch. And it looks like she kind of, it looked like she was about to touch her elbow. She may have even touched it. But it wasn't anything bad. She shouldn't have touched her. Jackie, at this point, I wouldn't have touched her because she's sitting on 20 for you. So I definitely wouldn't have touched her. But, you know, it wasn't threatening or anything. It was kind of like, come on, I need you to leave. Chantel pushes her away and actually pushes her into the wall. And Jackie Christie turned around and punched the fuck out of her. I don't think she got her face. I think the dudes intervened, but they showed it. Just whoosh. And you know what? I was here for it. I'm sorry. I was here for it. I was here for it. Chantel needed to get popped 5 episodes ago. I was here for it. And the reality is she clearly wasn't popped hard enough growing up. Because for you to have those type of balls to do all the shit that you did, you cannot be surprised that your mama came back and knocked you the fuck out. I mean, she didn't knock you out, but she got you good. So of course she's like, she put her hands on me. You put her hands on her. You touched her too. That's the shit that kills me. You don't see what you're doing. You don't see how your approach is totally wrong. No one is discounting your abuse. No one's discounting your hurt, but it's your approach. So in this scene, the confessional, Chantel alludes to, I never felt safe. Actually, she says it earlier on, but she talks about how her main reason of being upset with her mom is her mother caused her to be hurt by other people. To me, it felt like she was alluding to maybe being touched or something inappropriate happening to her as a kid. And she said, this is why she's never felt safe with her mom. That's horrible. But I find it fascinating that you waited till this episode to mention that. You ain't mentioned that at all. You've never mentioned that to any of the ladies. You've never been specific about abuse or any of that shit till this episode. It just all seems very calculated. And then she goes downstairs to the ladies and shows them her broken nail or whatever. She attacked me. So everybody's like, and then Evelyn, if she comes down here is more, shut the fuck up. Shut up. You let your daughter get pregnant by your friend's ex-man and you're a fucking godmother to their kids. Bitch, shut the fuck up. I'm tired of hearing about you. Anyway, I'm tired of hearing from you. Anyway, Chantel has been the virus this entire season. Please don't bring her back. Jackie Christie is no prize, but I'm sorry. Jackie has handled herself rather well this season, considering the couch jump in this episode. But again, you poke the bear long enough and the bear gonna poke back. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Eat some tacos, stay hydrated, be nice to each other. Rest in peace, Malcolm Jamal Warner.